Just because a man goes silent doesn't mean he doesn't care. In some cases, it means he cares way too much. And sometimes a man is overwhelmed, he's processing things, he's thinking of what to say, he's hurt, he's embarrassed, or maybe he even feels like nothing he says will land right for you, and you're gonna get mad either way. Some men have to process on the inside first before they do anything, they say anything. And for some men, he might be upset and he knows if he speaks too soon, he might say something he regrets. So he's just quiet for a little while. And for some men, they're not the best with words. If you need them to say some heartfelt thing, they're maybe not as good at it. So they show their love through action. They might go out and fix your car for you, or clean things up, or bring you flowers. And just because he's quiet doesn't mean he's emotionally empty. There's usually something going on underneath the surface. A lot of women wrongfully assume that men are just heartless, and that's so far from the truth. A lot of men are dealing with so much more than they'll lead you to believe. That's why when he does bring things up, you take it very seriously, because, again, it must have bothered him enough that he got to that tipping point. A lot of men from a young age are raised to not complain about anything. We constantly hear stuff like man up or toughen up. And that can be very hard for a man, especially a man that's gone through a lot. For some men, they go quiet when they're grieving, and it doesn't necessarily have to be someone passed away. It could be grieving a relationship, grieving what's going on in his life, grieving the lack of respect. And for some men, they don't feel like their feelings will matter anyway. So if you're constantly invalidating him, putting him down, or discouraging him from speaking up, he's less likely to speak up ever again. It just makes sense when you think about it. So that's why it's so important to try to be understanding. Even if you hate what you're hearing, you just listen to him and ask questions if needed for clarification. And if a man is vulnerable with you and you use it against him later, or even if a past relationship it was used against him, he may be reluctant to open up ever again. So that's something to consider. And I'm not saying that you should necessarily be blamed from the actions of another woman that was in his life that did that, but it is something that he might need some patience from you for. And creating that safe environment where he feels like he actually can open up to you. For a lot of men, they may be avoiding being mocked because a lot of men are belittled, made fun of, all of that. I know I kind of covered that already, but again, if he's told he's acting like a baby, he's not going to speak up ever again, and it will gradually erode your relationship because he won't feel safe or comfortable in it.